That's what our people have to do. Read.
The night is far spent.
The what?
The night is far spent.
The night is far spent. You see? See what it says there? The night is far spent. Read.
The day is at hand.
The day is at hand, meaning the day is approaching. That's what it's saying. Our people got to wake up and get into these current events and stop being into sports so much and music. You have to be into the news. You have to see what's going on. Look at these countries that's going to war with each other. You see, a lot of stuff is going to happen in these times. Read.
Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
So the Most High says, it said, let us cast off the works of darkness. Why does the Most High say that? Because a lot of us are still in darkness. A lot of us are still asleep. A lot of us are too comfortable in this wicked world. You're supposed to be uncomfortable, not comfortable. Let me get Micah 2:9. Hold on. Let me get Micah 2:9. Because our people are too comfortable and they don't see what's coming, nor they don't even care. Okay, read.
Micah chapter 2 and 9. The woman of my people.
This is not your rest? 10. Okay.
Micah chapter 2 and 10. Arise ye.
Arise what?
Arise ye.
It said arise ye, read.
And depart.
And depart.
For this is not your rest.
For what?
This is not your rest.
So the Most High says, for this is not your rest. Meaning don't get comfortable here. Because we're going to go back to our homeland. We can't get comfortable in America. We ain't going to be here forever. The next kingdom is our kingdom. And guess what? The other nations are going to be under the so-called black to the Hispanic, native, and Seminole Indians.
Bring that out.
You understand? Because that's very important. This is what this is what these churches are not bringing out. And they're not even teaching that. Read.
Because it is polluted.
Because what?
Because it is polluted.
Because it is polluted. It is filthy. It is wicked. It is nasty. You shouldn't want to be here. This is a nasty place. But we were brought here for what? Our punishment. Okay, read.
It shall destroy you.
It shall what?
It shall destroy you.
It shall destroy you. Look at our people today. It shall destroy us. Most of our people are going to be where? At the gay parade tomorrow. That's where they're going to be tomorrow.
I mean, I expect creation.
Oh, next week? Okay. Well, they're going to be there too. A lot of our people are going to be at the gay parade. And they're going to be repping their flag like that's a good thing. That is not a good thing. The Most High ordained us to be homosexuals and lesbians. I know most of our people don't like it, but guess what? Who cares? Okay, read.
Even with a sword destruction.
Even what?
Even with a sword destruction.
Even with a sword destruction. You understand? Read.
If a man walketh in the spirit and falsehood do lie,
read on,
saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and of strong drink.
Stop that. Go back to Romans. Yeah, see, our people can't be indulging in stuff. Our people could not be in the stuff here. This is wicked. You understand? The Most High did not create man and woman to sleep with the same sex. The Most High created man and woman to sleep with each other. You're supposed to sleep with the opposite sex. If you're a man, you're supposed to sleep with a woman. If you're a woman, you're supposed to sleep with a man. That's how it's supposed to go. Yep. Not this here. Not this filth and disgusting here. Okay, read. Look at that.
Verse 13?
Yeah, stop, yeah. No, go 14.
Romans 13, 14. But put ye on the Lord Christ and make not provision for the flesh.
Read that part again.
But put ye on the Lord Christ and make not provision for the flesh.
Meaning we're supposed to come back to Christ. We supposed to be examples of Christ. A lot of us are bad examples of Christ. A lot of us are bad representation. We're supposed to be walking in Christ. All his ways, everything he did. You understand? Read.
To fulfill the lust thereof.
To what?
To fulfill the lust thereof.
To fulfill the lust thereof. How you brothers doing? So what's going on with this? Y'all agree with this or what?
I watch lesbian porn, to be honest.
Second?
I only watch lesbian porn, to be honest.
That's the problem, see?
Because I mean, I don't want to be looking at those dudes' dick.
Right, right.
To be honest, like, that shit gay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, like, it's just me. It's just like, that's how I feel. Like,
You like women then? Okay, good. I'm just joking. All right. But anyway, you're not supposed to be watching porn, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I understand you like women, which is a good thing. But you can't be like, let me get Romans 1:26. I'm gonna show you something. Because this is the problem with the men. I'm gonna show you the problem with the males and the females. I'm gonna show you something. Watch this.
Romans chapter 1 and 26. For this cause, God gave them up to vile affection.
For this cause, the Most High gave them unto vile affection to do stuff like this. When you're not rolling with the Most High, you do things like this. Yeah, read.
For even their woman,
For what?
even their woman
For even their women
did change the natural use
did change their natural use
unto that which is against nature.
unto that which is against nature. With nature. So a lot of these women, guess what? They want to sleep with another woman. They don't want to sleep with a man. That's wrong according to the Most High. They're supposed to sleep with a man, not a woman. Now, I'm gonna show you something. That verse finished?
Yeah.
Go to the last verse. I'm gonna show you something. Okay. But they like both. A lot of them like both, which is wrong. But we're gonna show you something.
Romans 1:32. Who knowing the judgment of God,
Who know what the judgment of the Most High? A lot of people, they know the judgment of the Most High. Read.
that they which commit such things
That they that which commit such things
are worthy of death,
are worthy of death. Read.
not only do the same,
Not only do the same, not them that do the same, but what?
but have pleasure in them that do them.
But have pleasure in them not do them. So you gotta repent. You can't say, oh, I like to see two women. That's no good. I'm not picking. I'm just reading what the word said, you know? Okay, go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just not changing.
Okay.
He said
He said he's not changing. Okay. Well, that's on you, man.
But I just can't. And I enjoy it. And I like it. You know, it's like,
Okay. All right. So you know where you stand at. Yeah.
That type of watching that stuff messes up your mind. So like, if you have a wife, it's not gonna be the same. So get you a wife, and you can do with your wife. No, it's not gonna be more. I'm saying it's not gonna be the same. So yeah, just concentrate on getting a wife, getting married, and you don't have to do that. You don't have to watch that. All right?
Okay. First Corinthians 7.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not right. It messes up your mind. Believe me, it messes up your head.
Right.
When you watch it over and over again,
The
and
whole
it doesn't have to be that
First
type.
Corinthians 7:1.
It might lead to something else. It might lead to other things, and that you know, because there's crazy stuff out there when it comes to that. Right, but it could.
You gonna let the dog defecate right there?
So who knows in 10 years what you're gonna be into? If you keep going down that.
You don't see our signs there?
Back to the word of the Lord.
Give me that water.
Respect.
Pass me that water.
Water?
I'm sorry.
First Corinthians 7, verse 1. Read.
Feet on my back, man.
No. About to move it too. About to move it. Go ahead, read out. Call it.
1 Corinthians 7:1.
Read.
Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me,
Read on.
it is good for a man not to touch a woman.
Read on.
Nevertheless, to avoid fornication.
Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, things like that, like watching porn, and engaging in that. Read.
Let every man have his own wife.
Let what?
Every man have his own wife.
Let every man have his own wife. Not saying let every man watch two women have sex. It didn't say that. It said let every man have his own wife. Yeah, read.
And let every woman have her own husband.
And let every woman have her own husband. So therefore, you won't be engaging in porno. Because a lot of brothers, they like to see two women go at it, and then they're going to join. That's wrong. That's not right. That's wicked. Read.
Let the husband render unto the wife Do benevolence.
Drop that. We got that. So go back to Romans. Yeah. So a lot of our brothers, man, they have to get away from this porno life, man. Seeing two women go at it. That's not righteous. That's actually wicked. You're promoting wickedness like that. Romans 13, 14. See, a lot of our brothers, they engage in that and they like that. They like that lifestyle. They say it's okay, there's nothing wrong with it, but it is something wrong with it. The Most High said there's something wrong with it. Yeah, read that out.
Romans 13, 14. Put ye on the Lord Hamashiach, and make not provision for the flesh.
Right, so if you want to put on Hamashiach Yahushua. Yahushua, he didn't deny homosexuality. He was against that. He was perfect. You know why? Okay, he kept the law and the commandments of the Heavenly Father. You understand? And that's very important. Read.
And make not provision for the flesh.
And make not provision for the flesh. Read.
To fulfill the lust thereof.
To fulfill the lust thereof. Meaning, what is the Most High saying there? To not get weak. Because Christ was weak. Christ was very strong. He always endured temptation. That's like a lot of us. We have to endure temptation when we come in the truth and when we see certain things. See, Satan will always tempt you. Go to the Apocrypha. Get Ecclesiastes 2:1. So we have to be walking examples of Christ. We have to keep the laws and the commandments of Christ. Okay, read that out.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and 1. My son.
My what?
My son.
My son, read.
If thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
See what it says there? Now, this is for brothers that's coming to truth. Read that part over.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord.
So now, if you're going to come serve the Most High, read.
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
Prepare thy soul for temptation. You have to prepare for that. You have to see these women walking up and down, not wearing the proper clothing in the open. You have to be prepared for that. You have to be prepared. Woman walking around half naked. You have to be prepared for that. You have to be prepared of somebody breaking the Sabbath. You have to be prepared for that.
Be prepared for this.
You have to be prepared for men who want to be women and women who want to be men. Right? See? Abomination, man.
Bring it out.
You have to be prepared of somebody offering you money to sell out. You have to be prepared for that also. It's a lot of temptation, man.
I'm looking like crazy.
While you're in the truth, you're going to be tempted all the time. Nah, don't go to camp, man. Yo, let's go to this rap concert that they're having at 6 o'clock. Well, you can't make it a camp because you're getting ready for a concert. Yeah, go ahead, Al.
And when you come in this truth, the demons get stronger.
Right, say again?
When you come in this truth, the demons get stronger.
Right.
The temptation gets stronger.
Right, because the demons, they're upset. Because they want you to go off. You understand? They don't want you to shoot. They want you to go back to the world. That's what they want. That's what they want. They want you to go back into the world. They hate that you come into the truth. Yeah. Right. And porn is a heavy demon. You have to conquer that. It could be money. It could be a woman. You have to conquer that. Okay, read. I'm gonna get you that. Go ahead.
Verse 2. Set thy heart aright.
Set the what?
Thy heart aright.
Set thy heart aright. When it says set thy heart, it means set thy mind aright. Meaning set it right to do the right thing. Go ahead, Al.
Let me back what Brother Joe said. Not only do the demons get stronger, but in this truth, your spiritual eye gets wiser. So you realize what the demons are. You see how strong they are. And you didn't know how strong they were before you were in the world.
Get that part over.
Set thy heart aright.
See what the Most High said? He says, set thy heart aright. Meaning, set thy mind aright. Set your mind to do the right thing. Make sure you in a conscious state of mind. Okay, read.
And constantly.
No good. Read.
And constantly,
And what?
and constantly endure.
And what? And constantly endure. You have to endure. You have to pay attention. You have to see things coming. You have to see when somebody is trying to set you up. Because there's a lot of setups out here. A lot of them. And they come in different forms. Okay, read.
And make not haste.
And what?
And make not haste.
Thank you. And make not haste. Meaning, don't be so quick. Just take your time and think with a level head. Be conscious, pay attention. Be sober-minded. Read.
In time of trouble.
And what?
In time of trouble.
In time of trouble. What is it saying there? In a time of trouble now. It's a lot of temptations. A lot of our brothers went back into the world. Yeah, what's up, man? A lot of our brothers went back into the world and sisters too. Meaning they turned their back on the Most High.